Shamawath 34, Exodus chapter 34. And Yahweh said unto Mashah, Hew thee 2 tablets of stone like unto the first, and I will write upon these tablets the words that were in the first tablets, which thou breakest. And be ready in the morning, and come up in the morning unto Mount Sinai, and present thyself there to me in the top of the mount. And no man shall come up with thee, neither let any man be seen throughout all the mount, neither let the flocks nor herds feed before that mount. And he hewed 2 tablets of stone like unto the first, and Mashah rose up early in the morning, and went up unto Mount Sinai, as Yahweh had instructed him, and took in his hand the 2 tablets of stone. And Yahweh descended in the cloud, and stood with him there, and proclaimed the name of Yahweh. And Yahweh passed by before him, and proclaimed, Yahweh, Yahweh Elohim, merciful and gracious, long-suffering, and abundant in goodness and truth, keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the sons, and upon the sons' sons, unto the 3rd and to the 4th generation. And Mashah made haste, and bowed his head toward the earth, and worshipped. And he said, If now I have found grace in thy sight, O Yahweh, let my Yahweh, I pray thee, go among us, for it is a stiff-necked people, and pardon our iniquity and our sin, and take us for thine inheritance. And he said, Behold, I make a Baraoth, before all thy people I will do marvels, such as have not been done in all the earth, nor in any nation, and all the people among which thou art shall see the work of Yahweh, for it is a terrible thing that I will do with thee. Observe thou that which I instruct thee this day. Behold, I drive out before thee the Amorite, and the Canaanite, and the Hittite, and the Perizzite, and the Hivite, and the Jebusite. Take heed to thyself, lest thou make a Baraoth, with the inhabitants of the land whither thou goest, lest it be for a snare in the midst of thee. But ye shall destroy their altars, break their images, and cut down their groves. For thou shalt worship no other Al, for Yahweh, whose name is jealous, is a jealous Elohim. Lest thou make a Baraoth, with the inhabitants of the land, and they go a-whoring after their Elohim, and do sacrifice unto their Elohim, and one call thee, and thou eat of his sacrifice. And thou take of their daughters unto thy sons, and their daughters go a-whoring after their Elohim, and make thy sons go a-whoring after their Elohim. Thou shalt make thee no molten Elohim. The feast of unleavened bread shalt thou keep. 7 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread, as I instructed thee, in the time of the month Aviv, for in the month Aviv thou camest out from Mitzrayim. All that openeth the womb, is mine, and every firstling among thy cattle, whether ox or sheep, that is male. But the firstling of an donkey thou shalt redeem with a lamb, and if thou redeem him not, then shalt thou break his neck. All the firstborn of thy sons thou shalt redeem. And none shall appear before me empty. 6 days thou shalt work, but on the 7th day thou shalt rest, in earing time and in harvest thou shalt rest. And thou shalt observe the feast of weeks, of the first fruits of wheat harvest, and the feast of ingathering at the year's end. Thrice in the year shall all your men's sons appear before the Adonai Yahweh, the Elohim of Yasharal. For I will cast out the nations before thee, and enlarge thy borders, neither shall any man desire thy land, when thou shalt go up to appear before Yahweh thy Elohim thrice in the year. Thou shalt not offer the blood of my sacrifice with leaven, neither shall the sacrifice of the feast of the Passover be left unto the morning. The first of the firstfruits of thy land thou shalt bring unto the house of Yahweh thy Elohim. Thou shalt not see the kid in his mother's milk. And Yahweh said unto Mashah, Write thou these words, for after the tenor of these words I have made a Baraoth, with thee and with Yasharal. And he was there with Yahweh 40 days and 40 nights, he did neither eat bread, nor drink water. And he wrote upon the tablets the words of the Baraoth, the 10 words. And it came to pass, when Mashah came down from Mount Sinai with the 2 tablets of testimony in hand of Mashah, when he came down from the mount, that Mashah wist not that the skin of his face shone while he talked with him. And when Aharon and all the sons of Yasharal saw Mashah, behold, the skin of his face shone, and they were afraid to come nigh him. And Mashah called unto them, and Aharon and all the rulers of the congregation returned unto him, and Mashah talked with them. And afterward all the sons of Yasharal came nigh, and he gave them in instruction all that Yahweh had spoken with him in Mount Sinai. And till Mashah had done speaking with them, he put a veil on his face. But when Mashah went in before Yahweh to speak with him, he took the veil off, until he came out. And he came out, and spake unto the sons of Yasharal that which he was instructed. And the sons of Yasharal saw the face of Mashah, that the skin of Mashah's face shone, and Mashah put the veil upon his face again, until he went in to speak with him.